In this, the final exercise, we will demonstrate and explain the process of welding a T-joint. A T-joint is made using a fillet weld technique. Owing to the metal thickness, 6 mm, we will require only one pass along the joint with a 3.15 or a 4 mm electrode. The criteria being that the weld face width must be at least 6 mm. The first step in our process is to set up the work and to tack the pieces into position. Any suitable method of supporting the plates may be used in order to hold them in position for the tacking procedure. For demonstration purposes, we have selected a 4 mm electrode, and the welding current required for this is 160 amps. The electrode should be introduced into the fillet at an angle of 45 degrees, as viewed from the end, and at a 45-degree angle in the direction of travel. A single tack is first made in one corner of the joint. Next, we must check that the upright leg is at right angles to the base, and, if not, make any necessary adjustment to bring the leg square. The second tack is made diagonally opposite the first. Thereafter, the two remaining corners are tacked. All four tacks must be thoroughly chipped and cleaned in order to remove all traces of slag. For demonstration purposes, we will be welding in the vertical horizontal position, which on a large structure would be typical. However, on a small workpiece, we could just as easily rotate the work and support it in such a way that we might weld in the downhand position. In the vertical-horizontal position, welding has to be controlled carefully in order to ensure proper penetration into both plates. The electrode should be introduced to the joint in the manner previously described, aiming the arc directly into the joint at 45 degrees. If we observe the arc, you will notice how the welder maintains a constant arc length and keeps the electrode tip fixed at the correct angle. The speed of travel is very important too. Notice how the weld pool is controlled by the combination of arc length and travel speed. At the end of the welding run, the arc is brought back onto the bead before being lifted off. The bead is chipped and cleaned so that it can be examined or read, as you learned previously. Now, all that remains is to make an identical run on the opposite side of the joint. The finished task should display beads of a uniform width, approximately 6 mm, on both sides and even penetration on both plates. This concludes the video section of Program 3. Please complete the exercise in your learner's guide to complete this module. And remember, practice makes perfect.